Yeah. One last thing I wanted to throw up on screen related to the woke conversation is that we do apparently have a savior. The YouTube anti-woke community has apparently claimed my very own Godzilla as the new savior from woke Disney products. Disney's ruined. Woke Hollywood gets wrecked. Godzilla destroys the woke.
I love eating woke movies for breakfast.
And then one more. They want him gone.
This is my favorite one. This is my favorite one because they're like, it's kind of like a timeline where they're like, God, he's been around for a while. And I gotta get rid of him. Like, I love it. I love it so much. Fuck. Like, why do you think Godzilla became the hero, the frontline soldier? What do you think happened?
I mean, I think it's just totally coincidental. The fact that Disney is kind of crumbling right now, the Marvel brand is falling apart. People are really starting to tune out of that whole thing. And for whatever reason, Godzilla is just happening to have a moment right now because of the fact that the new Japanese film -1 was a big success that people really connected with. And there's the show on Apple, and also the trailer for the upcoming American film just dropped. So it just kind of seems like a perfect storm for people to be interested in the Godzilla property at the moment. I don't really think it has much to do with the politics of Godzilla. Other than, I will say there is something refreshing about Godzilla movies, not because they aren't political, because they actually are oftentimes pretty political. I mean, the original Godzilla movie was literally made as a metaphor about the atomic bombing of Japan. So it's not that they aren't political, but there is something to be said for just going to a Godzilla movie. You just get the fucking spectacle that you want from a blockbuster, in the sense that there's a giant monster, buildings get destroyed, you see the military fighting a giant lizard. It's just pure spectacle, pure escapism in a sense, even though there are political undertones and subtext. And I feel like people kind of are craving that right now, to go to a movie and just see a giant fucking awesome spectacle. And the Marvel movies just haven't quite been delivering on that recently, I think, as well as other franchises. So, I mean, that's my analysis. I don't know if it's any deeper than that, but do you have any theories?
I think he's because he's big and meaty. He's an alpha.
Fuck
you! Like, get off my lawn! I don't know. Like, he has get off my lawn energy. At least in this iteration, it's not a cute Godzilla. It's a Godzilla that's spiteful, that wants to lash out at a world that's wronged him. And I think that is a vibe that rings true for a lot of these people. They feel like they are in a world where they don't belong, and they're a big, powerful lizard. They're the victim and the giant hero at the same time.
I actually really like that
theory. Godzilla. But my question again is, like, I don't think they've seen the movie yet. There's no way all these guys have seen Godzilla -1. There's just absolutely no way. But I guess they're just like is it doing well in theaters? Is that why people are saying, like,
it is?
Oh yeah, box office like news result that makes them say Godzilla is here to stomp Moana.
Right, because the new Japanese film, I think it got the biggest American opening for any Japanese live action film ever. So it was a huge success at the international box office. Plus, it was only made for $15 million compared to the fucking over $200 million price tags that most Disney movies have on them these days. It's just like a huge kind of lesson to Hollywood.
Woke tax. I think, I think it's like, it's going to be convenient timing for them, I guess, because they're going to seem like they were right for whatever. I guess if you're an idiot and already a fan of theirs, it's going to feel like a victory. Like they reached the promised land where they've defeated evil Marvel or whatever. So I guess good for them. They should be happier probably about it.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. If they take out Marvel, I will look the other way. I will turn the other cheek and I will say, wow, I'm so happy that they're gone.